Welcome back, episode number 39, the Random Thoughts Podcast. And we're back.
We're finally back.
After like a month off.
A while.
And I blame Isaac.
Partly.
It's actually, I think this time it's mostly my fault, because we haven't done this for 5 weeks.
That's right.
And then the last one that came out we had recorded beforehand. So here's the breakdown. That first week... No, let me go in order of what happened. So in July, sharp pain in my thumb.
The thumb.
The thumb.
The thumb.
Patient 0, perhaps. It felt like a splinter. So I was like, alright, that's weird. And I kind of like poked at it and dug through it a little bit, and I didn't see a splinter. And then over the next couple of days, it turned into a bump, and I was like, alright, it was a splinter. And now my body is rejecting it. Cool. Should be done in like a week or two. You know, right? That's how splinters work.
Your body,
I think.
Your body poops it out.
I think.
Kinda.
And then it kept growing, and I was like, all right, whatever. Like, now it turned into a blood blister. Not a problem. And then a few weeks into that, I broke the glue on my retainer. So I had to go to the dentist and get that glued back in. A week after that, my thumb bump, we were at Pick and Save, getting some food, and my hand felt wet. And I was like, that's kind of weird.
Like your entire hand? Or just the spot?
It was like a good majority of my, like, it felt like I had dipped half of my hand into like a bowl of water, and then kind of shook it off. And I was like, alright, that's kind of weird, and I looked down. Actually, no, I was holding a thing. Like a thing of deodorant. And I had felt that my hand was wet, but I didn't really look at my hand because I was looking at which deodorant to grab. And I went to put it back, and I had noticed that there was blood all over this deodorant thing. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And I looked at my thumb. My hand is covered in blood. The cart is covered in blood. The floor is covered in blood. So my thing pops, and I was like, all right, cool. The blood blister finally popped. It's a lot of blood for a blood blister, but I've also had it for like a month at this point.
Right.
So I thought it was normal. It didn't stop bleeding for like 2 hours. And so Danielle was like, yo, you need to go to urgent care. So we went to urgent care like the next day. They had no idea what it was. They're like, oh, it's a wart, but it's kind of weird that it bleeds. And it shouldn't bleed because warts don't bleed. And I'm like, all right, so then what is it? And they're like, I don't know, go to a dermatologist. The following week, I went to the dermatologist. I don't remember the scientific name for it. Basically, the blood vessel burst. No reason behind it. It can just happen.
So is that the reason for the bump, like, all along?
Yes. So that sharp pain that I had felt was actually, like, the vessel popping.
Okay.
Which is kind of crazy because they're, like, super tiny vessels and it causes that much pain. So they shave it down and cauterize it. Have you ever had anything cauterized?
I don't believe so.
But you know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So they use the same numbing stuff that the dentist uses. And, you know, so that was the worst part about it. Well, that was the second worst part about it. So they're like, all right, we're going to go in here, we're going to numb it, and then we're going to shave it down and cauterize it. I'm like, okay. So, you know, you feel that pinch of the shot going in, and it starts bleeding. Because he's made a hole, and he's pushing shit in there, and he's pushing blood out. Probably bled for like 20 minutes before they could actually do anything with it. And then I thought, when he said they're going to shave it down, I'm expecting them to use some sort of tool. You know, some fancy doctor drill or, you know, something. Do you know what they use to shave it down?
Knife?
A razor blade. Not like an X-Acto blade where it's got a little handle. Literally just the razor blade.
Very professional.
So this whole time, so I'm facing the wall. The doctor is on my left side. My thumb is out. Danielle is facing the opposite direction of me. because I figured I should face the wall so it's easier for them, and it just makes more sense instead of me like reaching across myself. Danielle's watching all of this because she's into Grey's Anatomy or whatever. The worst part about it was the smell when they cauterized it.
The burning flesh.
Burning
smell?
flesh. And it... But it was weird. It was like... It almost smelled like if you just left a Jack's Pizza in there, like in the oven, and just completely forgot about it for like a couple of hours.
I have done that once before.
So you know the smell.
Not a good smell.
But it's like, it was weird because it stuck with you. Like, that's all that I could smell the rest of the day.
Yeah, like really got up in your nostrils.
And, you know, it's a really small needle that they use when they cauterize it. So I'm expecting there to just be, like, a small little, like, burn hole. But nothing too crazy. My whole fucking thumb was black. Like, it looked like I just took a torch to a marshmallow.
Nice.
Burned the shit out of the marshmallow and slapped it on my thumb.
Were you tempted to eat your thumb at all?
No, but I was tempted to just tell them to chop it off at one point, which says a lot because I don't like nubs.
That is true. You were willing to take a nub.
Yes. But then I figured it would affect my Call of Duty performance, so I couldn't do that.
Can't jeopardize that.
A week later, we go to Michigan. Or maybe it was 2 weeks later. We went to Michigan for a concert. And the day of the concert, Danielle's like, oh, let's go get some bagels. So we go to Big Apple Bagel, have a couple of bagels. I'm munching on it. I got cinnamon sugar bagel. Innocent, right?
Yeah, what's wrong with the cinnamon sugar bagel?
You want to know what the fucking problem is with the cinnamon sugar bagel?
What's wrong with them?
I'm chomping on it like one does. As you would when you're eating bagel. Crunch. I'm like, that didn't sound good. That didn't really feel good. Kind of a sharp pain in my tooth. But I'll be fine. And I take another bite. And I could kind of feel everything shift a little bit. Like, on my bite. You know, I, like, came down and it, like, slid out. I was like, that's not good. So I took another bite while I'm still chewing. And I felt a crunch. I was like, alright, this is fucked up. So I spit it out. And there's a chunk of my tooth missing. And I cracked my tooth on it.
On a bagel.
On a bagel. And then the next week, or like that following, so while we were there, Danielle's sister was sick. And then her mom got sick. And then when we got back, I was feeling sick. Danielle encouraged me to take a COVID test. Actually, no. So I went to the dentist while I was sick.
Very responsible of you.
Yes.
Breathing your germs all over the poor dentist.
It's their fault. They didn't have to have their hands in my mouth. And hopefully they switched their gloves.
Hopefully.
They had masks on.
That's true. The dentists do wear masks.
Exactly. So I get a partial root canal on my tooth because it's falling apart. Got a crown on there. So I'm going in today to get the permanent crown on. And then while I'm at the dentist, I'm sick. Like I said, Danielle has me take a COVID test. Positive.
Nice.
So I'm getting a partial root canal while I have COVID because I ate a bagel. It was fucked.
Oh, because of the damn bagel.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that once I get this crown on there, it'll kind of be like in Jumanji, like once they're done and they seal the game away, like all of the bad juju goes away for a little bit.
Are you going to avoid bagels for a little bit?
I'm avoiding everything. I really haven't had anything like too crunchy since that happened. Like I've had a handful of chips and I've been eating everything on my left side. My right side has not been used this entire time. And it's terrible.
Just because you're scared?
Yeah, well, this crown that I have in now, the temporary one, is like a putty that they just kind of formed. And I don't trust it. But I'm getting a porcelain one today. So that one should be stronger. So I plan on trying to eat on the side
I
tonight.
think it's still gonna be like a few weeks though before you're chewing like equally on both sides.
Probably because it's still a little bit sore, like my actual tooth, and I don't know if that's normal or not.
Plus, I would imagine just like that would like give you anxiety chewing on that side
Well,
again.
the worst part about it is that do you have like a dominant side that you chew on?
Yeah, the right side.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And that's the side that's fucked up. So I've been chewing everything on the wrong side for the last 3 weeks. This side feels like it doesn't work anymore.
Your eating's all fucked up
Yeah.
because of a bagel.
That's bullshit. I'm probably the only person in the world who's been taken down by a bagel.
A bagel's pretty bad on the list. Like, it's not the worst thing, but it's probably one of the worst.
I would assume that if you have a tooth problem, a bagel, like a toasted bagel, is probably like one of the crunchier things that you can eat.
Yeah, you would
But
think.
apparently not.
Apparently, that's off the list.
So I think that's my last couple of weeks. I know that, like I said, I think the majority of that was my fault.
I was only responsible for the last one, I think.
Yeah, because you were only gone for like, well, it was technically 2 weeks, wasn't it? But I think that was the week that we also were in Michigan, or when I was sick.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, so we were in Michigan and then I was sick.
Yeah.
That same time span.
Yeah, because when I had gotten back and we played Call of Duty, you were still kind of sick. So I'm only responsible for one of them.
That's fine. So where did you go? What did you do?
I was in Virginia and North Carolina,
Why?
South Carolina,
Why?
Boosies.
You only went there for Boosies?
Yes, for Boosies.
Why were you gone for 2 weeks if you only went for Boosies?
I just stayed inside the Boosies in the bathrooms for 2 weeks.
You camped out in Boosies?
Yes.
How was that?
Phenomenal. They accepted me as one of their own.
Are they open 24/7?
Yes, I think so. It should be.
I mean, I think Quick Trip is, right?
My Quick Trip is.
I'm pretty sure it is. So what'd you actually do?
I went to this old battleship, which was cool. It was like a World War II battleship that
Okay.
they basically turned into a museum. So you could go like inside of the actual turrets, down through all the floors, and they had like the med bay set up the same way in the kitchens.
Didn't you do that once before?
No?
I remember you'd sent it to me on Snapchat, and I wasn't sure if that was like last time you went or this time.
Did I? When did I send it to you?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Like a few weeks ago?
Yeah, I think so.
I posted it on my story.
That might be what I'm thinking then.
Yeah.
I saw a picture of the battleship.
I got
God.
something to show you. If I can find it. But you could like go inside all the turret areas, like go up the stairs to the top, go all the way down to the bottom.
Where was this, and what ship did you go on?
The USS North Carolina, I think is
Oh,
what
that's
it's called.
lame.
It is kind of a weak name. Not even gonna lie.
Well, I think each state has their own ship.
Does every state have a ship?
Yeah, there's the USS Wisconsin.
But does every state have a ship?
I think so. Does every state have a ship? Let's see what Google comes up with. It was an act of Congress. All U.S. Navy battleships have been named for a state,
Every single one?
except for Montana.
Haha.
There's 48. Oh, each of the 48
Except
states,
Montana.
except for Montana.
Get fucked, Montana.
Well, I think that they just did that because they had Hannah Montana. So they probably Montana got enough recognition from that.
To avoid the confusion.
Yeah.
But you see that?
That's a glory hole.
Could be.
Is that you inside?
It is me inside. But like that's a turret thing. So you go in to like where the turret gun was. Pretty cool.
Do they let you shoot it?
No, you can like sit in it and like kind of move it though.
You could pretend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get away, you Japs!
Exactly.
Did you do that at all?
Maybe. But the reason I went in there is because like 10 minutes before, there was this older gentleman who was bigger, and he had gotten stuck. He couldn't get out.
So you went in there to make fun of him?
I wanted because we were watching him,
Or you were curious how tight it actually was?
and I was like, it can't be that difficult, and it's really not. Like a little ladder, you turn around, but that guy was struggling with it.
So he was slowed down by his own weight.
Yes. It was entertaining.
Did you go camping? Because I know you said that you were going to.
Yes.
You were there. How was that? It was camping?
Hmm?
It was like tent camping? Or was it bougie?
Not roughing it. Not Oregon Trail.
Well, that's good.
Not Oregon Trail.
Did you go glamping? Like it was in an RV or?
Glamping.
Yeah?
No.
No?
Not glamping.
But like you had a tent, but then you had like an air mattress.
A good in between.
You mostly like lived out of the car.
Yeah, a good in between.
You took your car camping?
Drove it out there. I didn't sleep in it.
You should have tried once.
I haven't done that yet.
Me either.
We should do it together one night.
I have a mattress that will fit in the back of my car.
I should get one.
They're kind of expensive, but I have seen these things where you open your tailgate and then you set up this tent and it goes around it and it goes on the ground.
That's a good idea.
And then you have like, you know, you could use the tent for the sleeping part and then the trunk for like storage or the other way around.
That's a really good idea.
Mhm.
Just use the tailgate for a little bit more space.
I want to get one, but they're kind of expensive. And I don't camp enough
I was
to really
gonna say,
justify it.
how much would you really be using that?
I feel like if I bought it, then I would maybe use it. You know, like it would encourage me to do it more.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
just park out in the parking lot.
Yeah, at Walmart.
Yeah.
Just in case I need anything.
Just tell Danny, like, I'm gonna go camping for the night. I'll be back.
Just pull it up in the front lawn right here.
Yeah, just set it up.
What else did you do? Anything else fun and exciting?
Went to a Mexican Independence Day festival.
How was that?
It was good.
Did you drink tequila?
No, horchata.
That seems racist.
Is it?
I don't know. It just seems like it would be. Did it have alcohol in the horchata?
No.
Did you have tacos or enchiladas or
Mm-hmm.
what'd you eat?
Tacos.
And you were the whitest dude there, weren't you?
Maybe.
Why did you go to a Mexican heritage festival?
My girlfriend took me. I did, like, I don't know. I feel weird being there, being this white.
Did you like dress up? Did you put on like sombrero and a poncho and some
I
maracas?
should have.
Ole!
No. I should have, though.
Next year. I'll come with you. I'm half brown, technically.
That's true. You do got some of that.
So
in
I'll
you.
fit in.
You can't be racist.
I'll be like, hola, mi amigos. Donde está la leches? You know what that means?
Milk something?
Where's the milk?
Where's the milk?
Would you go up to someone in Target and say that? Like a hot mom?
No.
I think you should once.
I have to go to Target after this.
For what?
I gotta pick up my prescription.
Crack?
Maybe.
Heroin?
Maybe.
Alcohol?
Maybe.
Shit, hook me up with your doctor. So while I was at the dentist the other day, actually, so hold on, real quick. My retainer, the one that I broke,
Mm-hmm.
and then so I have one glued at the bottom of my front 4 teeth, one glued at the top of my front 4 teeth, and like an actual like retainer that I pop in and out at night. That's all done through a children's orthodontist.
Why?
Because it was when I had braces and it's insured through them, like for life. So 25-year-old me is walking into this dentist with a bunch of fucking stupid 6-year-olds, and they're all staring at me like I'm the idiot. Which I was. I felt like it. They have it so when you walk into the waiting room, there's like a beach scene painted on it, and they have some kid show playing on the TV.
You look probably like one of their only adult customers.
I'm gonna say no, because I feel like why would you get braces? Why would you get the insurance or like the warranty or whatever on it to not go there and get it like taken care of for free or for very cheap?
But it's probably like 80% kids.
Oh, it's definitely like vast majority kids. And like I wouldn't go in there for a teeth cleaning, but like when my retainer broke, I might as well go there because any other place is going to charge me $200 to fix it.
Right. I would hate that so much.
I felt like a fucking stupid idiot. I felt so dumb. But while I was there, I was thinking, how do people get into dentistry? Do they have a spit fetish? What's the butt doctor? An optometrist?
That's eyes.
The doctor that does the butt stuff.
You just need the 9-volt?
I don't know.
I'll grab that for you.
The butt doctor.
Proctologist.
Proctologist.
Is that actually it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are they into poop? Or are they into, like, anal? And that's why they got into it? Because, like, they can get turned on while they're
There
working?
has to be at least like 10.
Or like a pediatrician. You see where I'm going?
There has to be people who try to become those doctors for that reason.
Right. And while I was at the dermatologist, you know, he's trying to keep me distracted, and I was like, he's like, oh, what do you do? I was like, well, normally right now I'd be doing a podcast. And he's like, oh, so what do you, like, talk about? And I was like, anything and everything, blah, blah, blah. Kind of explained it to him. And I was like, I told him that I think I could fight a gorilla. And he said that he had faith in me.
What the? That dude's tripping.
So Dr.
A gorilla?
Yeah.
Not a chimp.
I told him a gorilla, and he said, hell yeah, brother. So Dr. Saget, if you're out there, hit me up.
He's delusional.
Who is the doctor?
Yes.
Bro, he has a PhD.
He's not fighting a gorilla with that PhD.
He burned my thumb for me.
He's not burning that gorilla.
Maybe that's how I'll win. I'll be beating the shit out of the gorilla, and Dr. Saget is going to come swinging down on a vine, and he's going to throw the cautery machine at him, right through the heart, burn the shit out of him.
I'm not buying it.
It's possible.
I'm not buying it. Conclusion though, 100% there's dentists who are like fighting a boner while they're fingering your mouth.
Right.
There has to be.
Or like ear doctors, maybe they're into like nasty earwax porn or something.
Yeah, they're like, oh fuck yes.
What do they do with the earwax? Like when they take it all out?
They take him home and jerk off with
Do
it.
they make candles? Like earwax candles? Because that used to be a thing. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And it would always like pop, and people would say that it was stinky.
Some ear dentist house is just full of earwax candles.
Should we try some of this beef jerky that you got from Boosie's?
We can try the Boosie's jerky. If you had to pick, which flavor would you have chosen?
I don't know what my options were.
Like anything.
I like spicy jerky, but then I also like sweet jerky, like a teriyaki or like a cherry.
I was
bourbon.
thinking about teriyaki.
But I fuck with any and all jerky.
It said it was world famous jerky.
It's only world famous because it's Boosie's. That's got a nice little kick to it. But it's not like it's too spicy. It might be for you. You're already struggling, aren't you?
It's not that bad. This is a good amount.
That would be good with like some sweeter salsa. Not have to chew it.
I like it. I feel like if I got the right flavor, I could give it like a 10 out of 10.
I'm a beef jerky snob.
That's why I got you this.
Have you ever been to the beef jerky outlet?
I haven't.
Really fucking expensive. Like,
I bet.
how much did you pay for this bag? About.
I want to say 17.
A bag like this at the
16,
beef jerky
15.
outlet would be like $25.
It definitely wasn't 25.
Like, it's good, don't get me wrong. But because I've tried so many different kinds of beef jerky and everything, I have to give it like, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10.
What do you think? Like, if you tried your favorite flavor
Mm-hmm.
in this, what's the highest you think you could see it going?
It depends on the flavor and how old it is. Because, like, I'm assuming that this was probably sitting there for a while. Oh, yeah, it expires in another year. But it's very, at least that piece that I had was very, not super tough, but it was definitely more dry. Where I like it to be a little bit more tender and a little bit more moist, where you can just kind of, like, chew on it. But depending on the flavor. But when Boosie's opens in Wisconsin, we'll go
I'm still waiting for that.
and we'll buy a bunch of beef jerky and we'll do a beef jerky taste test.
I'm down.
You buy the beef jerky from Boosie's. I'll buy the beef jerky from the beef jerky outlet. We'll get similar flavors.
Compare them.
Compare.
We'll crown a winner.
Yeah. We should do that. Just get like teriyaki or like plain or like a flavor that all of them will have. And we'll get like Jack Link's is like the cheapest, nastiest one. And we'll get like a Kroger, or not Kroger, like a Sam's Club brand, Boosie's, beef jerky outlet. And we'll do a tier list.
I'm down.
You know Elon Musk?
I've heard of him.
He looks like he swallowed a mini fridge. And that's all that I have to say about that.
Does have that, like, shoulders up. He looks kind of normal. Like, just his head.
But it looks like he got the shit beat out of him. And, like, his face, like, the wound's healed, but his face is still, like, deformed.
He's got, like, that weird rich person plastic surgery almost. Like, art, like, they
Yeah.
built their body.
Well, he built his like a mini fridge.
He needs a refund on his. I still want to see him versus Zuckerberg.
That's not gonna
It's
happen.
never going to happen, but I want to see it.
What about, like, who else could you see him fighting? Or who else would you want him to fight? Kanye?
I would want to see him fight.
What's up with Kanye? I've seen pictures
I
and I
have
don't
no
know if they're
idea.
photoshopped, but he's all, like, really big on the top and he looks stupid.
Well, he wears the stupid...
Where's the stupid?
His stupid fucking clothes all the time. Like, he wears shoulder pads.
Oh, that might just be what it is. And then did you see him getting sucked off by his mistress?
I did.
That was kind of cool.
Getting his dick sucked on a boat in public.
I'm just curious though, why are you covering your face as if we can't tell that it's Kanye West?
I don't know. That's his style, though. He kind of stopped it with the Hitler stuff.
Yeah, which that wasn't even that crazy.
Like, he did that for like 2 weeks.
I liked that merch drop. I thought it was fire.
It was very entertaining.
I thought it looked cool. Like, sure, yes, I understand that it had some Nazi resemblance, but like anything does if you want to try to reach for it, you know?
Yeah, I don't remember how much there was of it, like, throughout all of the merch stuff.
It really, from what I remember, it really wasn't that bad. Like, yeah, sure, it kind of looked like a swastika. But it said Yay 24. That's it. I mean, hold on, let me...
I feel like that's Kanye knowing exactly what he's doing, but also being like, no, it's art. It's not a swastika.
But it's not a swastika.
It's my art. But he's also like really trying to make it look like a swastika, but not a swastika at the same time.
I mean, but even if you, like, blur your eyes or squint, do you see a swastika? Because I don't.
I can't decide if I like that or not. I definitely see what he's going for. How long did he put that out after he like went on Alex Jones?
Oh, I don't. It wasn't that.
Or was it before?
That thing came. That shirt came out in like December, and I think he was on Alex Jones, like right around that same time.
I do kind of fuck with it though.
It's kind of cool. Oh man, I have so many things on here that I had good answers for, and now I don't remember. What's something you can say during sex and a funeral?
I didn't see that coming.
Dang.
Or I didn't see this coming.
Fuck, I had a really good one.
It's okay to let it all out.
That's gross.
I came as fast as I could.
Thank you for coming. NPC TikTok trend. We
I
don't
thought
need to
he'd
talk
last
about
longer.
that. Oh yeah, so I was patient 0 for my thumb.
She always put a smile on everyone's face.
Jesus Christ. Instead of cum, you ejaculate the last thing that you drank. How lucky are you?
Coffee Monster.
Ooh.
I feel like that one's gonna get old.
Yeah. It's just water for me. Actually, no. Summer Shandy, I guess, because that was technically the last thing I drank.
That would be kind of cool.
Unlimited beer.
That's a cool.
Would you consider
party
that
trick.
lucky?
I mean, there's gonna be some times where it really sucks. I feel like, but there's also gonna be times where it's really cool.
Does it come out the temperature that you drank it? So, like, if I drank it ice cold, does it come out ice cold? Because that would be really cool. Because we're at a party and we're out of summer shandies, and you're like, "Hey, bro,
Just give me a
do you
sec."
have any more?" And I was like, "Yeah, let me go fill it up real quick." Ice cold beer for you.
I don't think it gets to be ice cold.
Room temp or like drinkable cold, or hot like cum.
I feel like it has to be hot.
Oh man, that's gross. Why is it called kidnapping if kids aren't napping and adults can get kidnapped?
I don't know.
You're supposed to have fun answers for this.
We need to lobby to change that. Person napping?
I think we just call it human stealing.
Human stealing?
It's catchy. It rolls off the tongue.
Does
It
it?
makes sense.
Human stealing?
Yeah, I stole a human.
Don't they kind of just say, like, abducted or taken?
Yeah, but is there a difference? Or is kidnapping only for kids?
Well, the charge would be kidnapping.
Right. Or would it be abduction?
I don't know. I think it's kidnapping. Like, if you were to kidnap someone, the news might say, like, you abducted someone.
Right.
But if you were charged, you'd be charged with kidnapping.
I think it's fraud, and that I think that we should either get rid of kidnapping.
The origins of that word probably... Do you think that has anything to do with kids?
It probably was like children being stolen while they were napping or sleeping. And they were like, well, that makes sense, but it doesn't anymore.
Do you think it really is that, though?
I think so.
Like, kids
Are you looking it
napping?
up?
I'm going to try and find it.
I mean, I feel like that makes sense. I stole a kid while they were napping. I kidnapped them. What? What? You don't think that makes sense?
I have no idea.
What's the article say?
So, it's... The verb is composed of the nap part. It's actually nab. meaning like to seize or snatch.
Yeah.
So it'd be seizing a kid.
But why is it only exclusive to kids?
I don't know.
Can we just call it people napping?
They would.
People nabbing.
That'd make more sense.
It makes a lot more sense.
It's not saying anything about why it's kids.
You know what's better than kids?
Nothing if you're a pedophile.
Monkeys.
Monkeys that can kick your ass.
But I feel like if they tried a little bit harder, they could talk.
Some of them.
Right?
Some of them feel like they're just not interested in it.
No, but like gorillas could definitely talk if they wanted to. And like an orangutan, if they tried a little bit, they could do it.
Can't they make like kind of close sounds to some words?
I don't know.
I think some of them can like they like matched up certain pitches or like sounds.
Like owl.
Yeah, to like certain objects. So like kind of talking.
Have you seen those videos on TikTok where it's like a gorilla and they're at the zoo and the people open up fruit snacks and then the gorilla points at it and he points up to the top of the thing and he's telling them that they could climb up there and give him some fruit snacks?
I haven't seen that one, but I love it.
I don't believe it though. Does the gorilla really know that he wants to eat those fruit snacks?
I think they're intelligent enough to tell like there's food on the other side of this wall.
But he's never seen anything wrapped up in shiny aluminum foil.
But I think he's seen enough people like open things, put things in their mouth, and he knows that they're eating.
What if someone's popping pills and the gorilla wants pills? Would you give it to him?
Yes. Who am I to deny a gorilla his free will?
Do animals have free will?
I feel like some of them are intelligent enough.
Like a gorilla. So the ones that can talk
But
also
choose
have
not
free
to.
will.
They should.
I feel like they do. Or no, they don't. I feel like they could.
I feel like they're not that far away. Do different like monkeys communicate with each other? Like, can a gorilla talk to a chimp?
Can a gorilla talk to a gorilla?
Can a gorilla from a different like country talk to another gorilla?
Yeah, but he says it in an accent. Or like birds. Why do they always fly in a V?
More aerodynamic.
Who decides that they're going to fly in a V? Who decides to be the leader of it? What happens if one bird veers off from that V and meets up with another pair of the same bird? Is he accepted?
I wonder if they do choose who gets to be the point.
I feel like they have to, right?
What if you don't want to be the point?
Sucks to suck.
Is there a bird election process when the point dies?
Dude, what if there is? But there are also, birds are government property and surveillance cameras.
Is the V more efficient to spy on us with?
I think that it's a subliminal message. V for vagina.
They're trying to turn us all straight.
Yeah. It's the government agenda.
The
straight agenda.
The straight person agenda.
Yeah.
We've cracked the case.
That's it. Have you seen those stupid idiots
I've seen a few of them.
on TikTok sleeping on
What
TikTok
the
Live?
fuck is up with that? Is that like an actual like thing that people do now? Because I've seen that a lot.
Yeah, first it was the NPC trend, which
Yeah.
is still going on.
I still see a lot of those.
And it's still ridiculous, and I hate it. And now it's sleeping on TikTok.
At first, I swear I would see it like when it was actually late at night.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, oh, this dude was playing video games and he fell asleep. Then I started seeing it at like 6 at night.
Yeah.
Then I was like, what? It's not even that late.
But now the new thing is 24/7 streams on TikTok.
I've seen so many of those.
Have you seen? There's this one guy, or this one couple that always comes up, and they have like a kitchen camera.
I think I've seen those.
And then they had like 3 in their bedroom and 1 on their ceiling showing their bed, and then they had a bathroom cam, and it's like, that's not That's not okay.
That's
I feel
so fucking weird.
like one, no one cares about what you're doing, and they would always sleep. Like I would watch it once in a while, and they were always sleeping. It'd be like 2 p.m, and they're laying in bed. Then you hop in there a few hours later, and they're still laying in bed. And then you hop in there at night, and they're laying in bed.
They're popular though.
But why?
I don't know. Like I remember I checked out like some of their view counts for their TikToks. They're cracking like 15 million.
But the people who are watching it and like giving them money, what is the point?
I don't know.
I don't get it. I think they're stupid, and they should be banned.
They should. Banned from life.
Did you see that Illinois did something maybe a little bit decent for once?
What did Illinois do?
Social media children can now sue their parents in the state of Illinois for compensation. Children under 16 that are in at least 30% of all monetized content in 12 months have to have like a certain percentage of the money put into a trust fund.
Oh, so like if your parents making money off,
Like Ryan's World.
mm,
If he were in Illinois and he's in at least 30% of all the monetized content within a 12-month span, he would get X amount of money put into a trust fund for when he's 18. Because otherwise the parents just profit off of him and buy stupid
that's
shit.
something I think of a lot. Like there's so many like 10-year-olds
Uh-huh.
who have no control over like their TikTok account.
Well, right, or like, there's this one family on TikTok, the Doherty Dozen, they have 12. You're familiar?
You've shown me them. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like them, if they were in Illinois, they would have to put X amount of money for all of their kids, except for, I think, 2 of them.
That's so weird that a parent can like just exploit their kid like that.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing that the kid can do in most cases.
When, for, like, that family specifically, I think their oldest is 16 or 17, and their youngest is, like, 4. Like, she can exploit that 4-year-old for the rest of her life, basically.
Yeah.
And then she's always adopting kids.
So she can just keep it going.
Exactly.
They're always gonna have a dozen kids.
No. Well, I mean, technically, yes, they will always have a dozen kids. But it will continue to
16-year-old
grow.
Yeah, the 16-year-old becomes an adult. Boop.
Yeah, but that's still
Adopt-
technically your kid.
Yeah, but they're always gonna have 12 people under
Oh, yeah.
18 for TikTok purposes.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta get that TikTok money.
People hate that family, too, and I love it.
They should.
Well,
I hate like any TikToker who posts everything online. Like there was one I found where she had like twins, and one of the twins died. She milked so many videos out of that, and the videos would do like 20 million views, and then she'd post a normal video about the rest of her kids, like 100,000. Then make another. She had like 50 videos about her dead kid.
that's awesome.
I hate it.
I don't understand why people feel the need to put every single thing on TikTok.
It's insane.
I don't get it.
It irritates me.
Yeah. What's the last song that you would want to hear? Before, I guess, you either, like, lose your hearing forever or you die or, like...
Like one of those,
something insane happens and you
one
can't
of those 15-minute psychedelic rock songs
hear. Why?
because it's long.
Why not go with Rasputin on a 10-hour loop?
Or something like that.
Or Rickroll?
The Norwal song for 10 hours.
Do you have a serious answer?
I want to know a serious answer.
Yeah, me either.
Besides just something to prolong my hearing.
But either way, after that song ends, you can't hear anymore. Or you die or whatever.
I'm picking a long loop.
A long loop. A 25-year loop.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that be kind of annoying too?
You'd probably go deaf from that anyways.
I mean, even like listening to the same song on repeat
Well,
for
see,
that
you
long.
play a super annoying song for like 10 hours, then you're happy your hearing's gone.
True.
then you don't miss it.
Turn a negative into a positive. I got my thumb amputated. We already talked about that.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Stone.
Is it kind of sussy baka that we only see one side of the moon?
Do we?
Yeah.
I thought the moon rotates too.
The moon rotates, but like it's like at the same speed as you've never looked up at the moon and been like, "Oh yeah, I've seen those exact same 18 craters in that same order before."
I thought we could see the other side of the moon.
No, that's why it's the dark side of the moon. We've never seen
I
it.
thought that was a myth, though.
No!
Like, yeah, when we're looking at it.
Are you dumb? Look up pictures of the moon right now. Let me know if that's the moon that you know and love.
I thought Transformers explained this.
Transformers is fake.
But in Transformers, the bad guys are on the other side of the moon.
That's not real.
I thought it was a documentary.
No. So what do you find? That is all the same side that we see all the time across the whole
It does
world?
rotate, but it rotates at the same.
That's what I said.
But you. So it's like synced up to where you are in the Earth. So if you went to like China, you would see a different part of the moon than you see here.
But not the dark side of the moon.
But you would see a different side.
You would probably see it at like a different angle.
Right. So there's.
But
it's not like
it wouldn't. But it wouldn't be the dark side of the moon.
I don't think there's anything special about the dark side of the moon.
But the point is that we don't see it. We only see one side of the moon, and it's kind of sus.
Is it?
You don't think so? What if the government has alien robots on there?
Like in Transformers!
Maybe it was a documentary. What do you think Snoop Dogg is like when he's sober?
I think he's been sober.
I
What
mean,
percentage of time do you think he's been sober in like the last 20 years?
probably 2, maybe 3%.
Minutes? Oh,
Over the last how many years did you just say?
20.
2 or 3% over 20 minutes or 20 years? Let's do some math real quick.
Do you think there's any like meetings or things that Snoop Dogg does that he like makes sure he's sober for?
No,
Or
I feel
any big guy like Snoop Dogg, any big like pothead. Think they ever have meetings where they're like, "Man, I gotta be sober."
no, because I feel like they would like instead of being sober, you just don't smoke as much.
You just smoke a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you think there's like any executives who want him to be sober?
No.
Like if you
That's
have,
his whole image.
yeah, but do you think there's ever guys who are like nah, you can't be high when we're doing this?
No, because if you're working with Snoop Dogg, you already know what you're getting yourself into. Like
But like, what about in the past? Like when Snoop Dogg wasn't as big.
probably.
I wonder how often he's done that, if
So-
ever.
2% of 20 years is 146 days
That seems like a lot
of days to be sober.
for him. Yeah.
But how much time of that time is like, I just woke up?
I'm not counting sleeping.
That's fine. But like when you just wake up, you think like the first thing he does is pack a bowl and... Or does he like get up and stretch and then take a shower and then smoke?
I feel like it's got to be almost instantly.
You think so?
Like he's got his set up bedside.
Snoop Dogg, if you're listening, we need a day in the life vlog, please, from start to finish. He's listening.
Oh, I'm sure.
He's our number one fan.
Obviously,
He's actually in our Discord right now.
I believe it.
You, Isaac, have a confession to make, and I would like you to stand up and tell us about it.
Hi, my name is Isaac, and I have a Hell's Kitchen addiction. It's been going strong for about 2 months now.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, it's very bad. I cannot live my normal life anymore with this addiction.
What started
I'm
this
addicted
addiction?
to Gordon Ramsay's sweet, beautiful face.
He's got a dumpy on him, though.
Not gonna lie, he does.
He's got a fat ass. That's a man who eats well.
I'd want to see him shirtless.
I would want to see him naked.
Oh,
Fuck
oh,
that.
So I have a Samsung TV.
Hold on. Sorry.
You're interrupting my story.
I know, I'm sorry. I forget exactly which documentary it was, but there was one where Gordon Ramsay was like getting into a shower. Oh, it may have been like Hotel Hell or something like that. And they showed his ass.
Oh my god.
Bare naked.
I'm gonna need to find
Bare
that
naked
footage.
booty cheeks.
I need to see that footage.
Yeah. Sorry, continue.
So I have a
I'm not encouraging. I'm an enabler now.
I have a Samsung TV.
Okay.
So with Samsung, they have Samsung like free TV Plus.
Okay.
It's got a ton of just random shit channels. And every time I turn off my PlayStation, that's just automatically what boots up.
Right.
So for a while, it was Bob Ross.
Yes.
Bob Ross 24/7. Nonstop. And then there's like a bunch of reality TV shows. And like every few months, the random channel that it lands on will just change. So it started on Hell's Kitchen. It was a Hell's Kitchen channel all the time. So I would watch it for like a few minutes after I was done playing my video games. Watch it for a few minutes till a commercial comes on, then turn it off, go back to my life.
Right.
And then I would watch it longer and longer and longer. Then it started coming up on my TikTok. So then I was watching it on TikTok. And now I have a full-blown addiction where I've watched like 2.5 full seasons start to finish on YouTube. And what's great about the YouTube is
You sound like an old. What's great about the YouTube?
What's great about the YouTube is they have full uncensored episodes.
Yeah.
So the uncensored episodes are really nice.
I've been that way with too many shows. To Catch a Predator.
Yep.
I've seen every single episode.
I believe I have too.
Shark Tank,
Shark Tank is good.
and then what's the tattoo one?
Tattoo Ink? Or
Yeah,
Ink
Tattoo?
Masters?
Ink Masters. But
If you watch the Chris Hansen podcast,
I listen to it every Monday.
nice.
I'm up to date on every episode. I want to subscribe to his new series on his streaming channel, True Blue.
I did see that. So he's kind of doing To Catch a Predator
Same
again.
thing, yeah. My only problem is that I don't feel like paying for it.
How much is it?
I don't know. It was fairly cheap. It was between like $10 to $15.
That's still.
But there's also other like true crime stuff on there, which I'm into, but I just don't feel like paying for it. So I'll find a way to pirate it eventually.
I have faith in you.
I feel like I could beat Gordon Ramsay in a cooking contest, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. After those air fried chicken nugget things you showed me,
They were good. You can go fuck yourself.
they look dry.
You look dry.
You look dry.
I'm moist, dude. I took a shower this morning.
I didn't.
Yeah, you stanky ass bitch. What else do we have on here? What if we made a brothel for little people, but we don't allow kinks? So, like, if you want to come in and have sex with a little person, you can, but you have to do it out of, like because you want to and not because it's a kink for you.
How do we judge that?
We interview them. And we'll have, like, little paper, like, little form they have to fill out with their ID. And then we take a picture of them so we know what they look like. And then we scan their ID. And then we'll just have it like a generic questionnaire. How'd you find us? You know, like, what are you into? Why are you doing this? Do you have little people kinks? And if they answer yes to that one question, sorry, you can't come in. And we put their picture on the wall. And they're banned for life.
I like it.
Yeah.
I just need to find some little people now.
And somewhere to have a brothel.
Why not here?
Can we? Is it legal here?
Only illegal if you get caught.
True. Can we use your apartment, though?
I'm down for that. That's fine.
Yes. But what if we did, like, rooms? Like, each room had a theme?
Well, they're not that big. They won't take up that much space.
But we could have each room set up for a different kink.
I thought we weren't doing kinks.
No. Kinks are allowed.
Oh, just
Little
not
people
little
kink
people ones. Okay.
Isn't allowed to protect the little people from being exploited for personal pleasure.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But then we can have, like, a glory hole.
I
in
like
your
having
bathroom.
themes.
And, like, your room, they can be in, like, the gimp suit doing a bunch of, like, hardcore bullshit.
Why does that have to be my room?
Because there's a bed. I'm assuming you sleep on a bed.
I do.
Really? Do you have a TV in your bedroom? I've
Not
only ever been in
not
your living
plugged in. I have like a 30-inch TV, but it's not plugged in.
Hi.
I don't know. I feel like I just wouldn't watch TV in my bed.
So when you go to bed at night, I'm assuming, here's your nighttime routine that I assume. After you brush your teeth and everything, you go into your room, you get naked.
I keep underwear on.
You get naked. This is my scenario for you. You walk into your room, you get naked, you have a laundry basket, but you just whip your shirts and your clothes over there, and if it lands in there, great, and if it doesn't land in there, it's right next to it, it's fine.
That's true.
And then you plug your phone in, and you get under the sheets, and you kind of wiggle around, and then you open up TikTok or YouTube and watch some videos on your phone before you fall asleep.
That's pretty much spot on.
Okay.
I just feel like I wouldn't use a TV in my room.
Why?
I don't know.
What's the difference between watching YouTube on your phone or on your TV?
See, nothing, but I just feel like I
Would your TV keep you up at night? Like, because you would have something on and then you just start to doze off.
Yeah, I'm not that type of person.
But then you would also, like, something random comes on and you're like, oh, this is kind of interesting. And then you have more control on your phone where you can just, like, lock it and put it away and you're done.
I'm not that type of person. Like, I don't fall asleep while watching things that often.
So you would stay up forever.
Or I'd turn my TV off.
You would just have a sleep timer.
I don't need that.
What time do you go to bed?
Honestly, it depends. Like, if I don't have to work the next day, it will be anywhere from like 10 to 2.
Okay.
Same with waking up. Like, this morning I woke up at like 6:30. The other day I woke up at like 5:30. But sometimes I won't wake up until like 10. It's all over the place.
But on your days off, you don't set alarms or anything? You just sleep until you
I
wake up?
usually set an alarm for like 9.
That's fair. I have 2 more that I really want to get to. And you hate me for this one, and I hate you for this one. I want to stick my dick in Jell-O.
I don't...
Why? What's wrong with it?
You stick your finger in Jell-O, it sticks to your finger, it's dirty.
No, it doesn't.
Huh?
No, it doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's like why it would be bad.
Because it doesn't stick to you?
Because it does.
No, it doesn't.
It gets sticky.
But it would feel like when you got that... Does your girlfriend know about this?
About what?
You know what.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
What are you talking about, good sir? That did not feel good.
But does she know about it?
I don't think I've ever said anything.
Can I say her name on this podcast?
Sure.
Or would you prefer if I didn't?
You can say it.
If you don't want me to, I won't.
Say it.
Hi, Sarah. I kid. Your girlfriend has beef with me, though.
I don't know why you two have beef.
I hate her.
You two haven't even met and you guys
Stephanie.
got mad beef.
You got a white girl name, and you're not white. I'm joking. Okay, here's my actual beef with her. You had sent me a video while you guys were hanging out in North Carolina, or wherever the fuck you were. And she said, you and Damon talk too much. You guys are like married people. Yeah, you know why? Because we are, and you stole him from me. And then you have the audacity to stalk me on TikTok as if I did something bad. You stole my lover, and I'm the problem. Explain that to me, Isaac.
I'm a neutral
No,
party.
explain it.
I'm neutral.
If you're neutral, then explain both sides.
I don't
Why
know.
is she in the right, and why am I in the wrong? And why am I in the right, and she's in the wrong?
I don't understand this beef at all.
No, we're fighting.
I don't understand.
Next time
it.
I see her, I challenge her. YouTube boxing match.
That'd be good.
Call her up right now.
About a YouTube boxing match?
Call her up.
I don't want to.
Call her.
Why?
I want to challenge her to a boxing match.
I'll do it later.
No. I want to talk to her.
Why?
I want to. I have to be the one to challenge her. Otherwise, I'll tweet it. Or I followed her on TikTok. I'll call her out on TikTok.
I want to see that. Call her out on TikTok.
Call her right now.
Call her out on TikTok.
How you can't call people on TikTok?
But make a TikTok calling her.
Call her.
Why?
I'm not going to be mean to her.
Sure.
I promise. If I'm mean to her, I will do whatever you want me to.
I don't trust either of you.
I promise. I will be civil. She is a woman. She is a wild card.
Maybe I'll set up the boxing match.
Stephanie, just so you know, Isaac made a dildo of his wiener.
I attempted to, allegedly.
He-
Attempted.
Stuck his wiener in Jell-O, which he claims he doesn't want to do, even though he already did it. And you know what he did, Stephanie?
It was a putty.
You know what he did,
not a
Stephanie?
Jello. A putty.
He gave it to me.
That
I
was,
used it.
It was an attempt.
I used it.
These are all allegations.
Were you going to give it to me if it worked out?
Allegedly.
If it worked out and you had a mold of your cock, you were going to do it again. You were going to keep one for yourself, and you were going to give me one, right?
That was the plan at one time.
Yeah, so Stephanie, if Isaac really loves you, then has he given you a dildo of himself? Has he?
I would like to point out that this plan never came to fruition.
Can we call your girlfriend after this episode? Off air?
Why?
Because I've never met her and she's trying to start beef with me.
I
She
don't-
said that we talk to each other like married. She's jealous.
I don't know who started the beef.
You did because you sent me the
Me?
video of her talking shit about me.
I started the beef.
You started the beef.
I did not start any beef.
You sent me the video of her saying that we're like a married couple.
That was an accident. My thumb slipped.
Okay, you accidentally recorded it. Then you
Yes.
accidentally made sure that you could hear her on the video, and then you accidentally sent it to me.
Yes.
Interesting.
Accidental.
Mm-hmm.
Slip of the thumb.
Mm-hmm. Right. I think that sticking your dick in Jello would be cool, and it would probably feel nice.
I disagree. I feel like there's better things to stick your dick in.
Like what?
Peanut butter. I feel like that'd be better than Jello.
I don't think so.
Messier, yes, but I feel like
It's not gonna hug your wiener as well.
How do you know?
Because Jello is just gonna make like a mold of your cock.
I do not think Jello would be enjoyable.
When I upload this episode, can you make a poll on Spotify and put peanut butter or Jello?
Yes,
Okay.
I'll get answers.
I want to be a serial semi-tire popper.
That'd be fun.
All I do is go around at night and I creep around and I slash semi-trucks' tires.
I feel like you'd get a pretty good thrill out of that.
I feel like it would be really fun. It would be fun, and like, you're probably not going to get caught.
Yeah, if you're just popping random tires.
But then, I would also take it to another level and do it during the day while they're driving. But you just get like a little pellet gun, crack your window down, and just put a few rounds into it.
That would be kind of terrifying. If there was a guy doing that.
I know.
Because that would cause some major accidents.
People would die.
Yeah, but there's some crazy guy going around causing these accidents.
And no one knows when or where it's going to happen. And like, you've seen semi-truck tires blow up.
Yeah.
Like, it gets wild, and sometimes they'll be driving on a flat, but they can still drive, and then it just fucking shoots out.
That'd be pretty crazy. I say you do it.
I like it.
You gotta start doing that.
I probably could.
You could definitely do it like at night.
I feel like at the day it would be more fun though, because like at night the truck driver's just gonna come in, and you're just gonna ruin his day because he has a flat. But you could cause some real terror.
Causing giant pileups.
Right? You're onto it. I know you like it.
I'm 100% on board.
Do the 5-minute crafts people actually think that they have good ideas?
Do they even think that they have good ideas, or they're just?
That's what I just asked you.
I know, but do you think that they just look at it as we put together a random piece that sticks together? Let's make a video.
I don't know, and I hate it too because I watch those videos all the time, and it's like they clearly make something that's really shitty, and then they like do a jump cut and it's something completely different, but they try to pull it off as the exact same thing, and it's like, and maybe it does work. Maybe like the one that's sticking out to me is like where they put a screw in like a soda cap, and they fill it with hot glue, and then they remove the cap, and they have like a drawer pull. Sure, I could probably see that being functional. I mean, in a pinch, but
I feel like a lot of them have one very specific use, but even for that one use, it's not the best option.
right. Have you seen the one where they take a tire? They take a wheel and a tire. They take the tire off, and they like wrap, or they do like insulation foam around the wheel, and then they duct tape like pool noodles, and then around that they put like soda bottles. And they do a layer of duct tape, and it's just a perfect wheel that's supposed to work.
I love that.
And then they get on, and like they drive it, and it just falls apart. But they have to cut it before they can show it falling apart. Like who sees that and thinks that it's a good idea?
I'm gonna use that next time I have a flat.
There you go. When was the last time you had a flat?
April? When I ran over a screw.
In this car?
Hmm?
Really?
I should sent you a Snapchat. I ran over a screw, then I had to go get one of those.
Oh
patch
yeah, I
kits.
remember because you patched it, and I was really proud of you for patching it.
It's still patched now.
Do you?
No issue.
Who taught you how to do that?
No idea.
That was just something that you were like, I could do this.
Yeah, I was like, okay, my tire's flat. What do I do?
Did you look it up?
I just followed the directions on the back of the thing.
Did you take the wheel off?
Yeah.
Where were you when this happened?
In a parking lot.
Whose tools did you use to take the wheel off?
Mine. In the back.
The ones that came with the car?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just in a Walmart parking lot with a shitty jack stand that comes with your car?
Mm-hmm.
And that crossbar? And you just... Wow.
I was stressed as fuck.
Where was I during this?
I don't know. It was late at night.
Remember that one time when you slept over because your car broke?
That was fun.
Whatever happened to that car? You still have it?
Mm-hmm.
Stored away at your dad's house still?
Just sitting there.
No one's doing anything with it?
I mean, my dad has the keys for it, and he can drive it if he wants to. But it's not doing anything.
Why not just sell it and get like a couple $100 for it? Is it like a family memento or something? Does it have meaning to you?
I mean, I like it, but I'm not that attached to it.
So why didn't you get rid of it then?
Because it was only like $300.
But that's $300 that you didn't have before.
Yeah, but I don't know. I felt like I could have gotten more for it, and I just ended up never selling it. Now it's been almost a year.
Has it?
No, because I bought it in October. Like the first week of October.
I'll be there when Brian makes his 1 year call for you.
I'll tell him to go fuck himself.
Yeah. There you go. Do you have anything else for us? Anything important?
I don't think
Would
so.
you rather rewear socks or rewear underwear? You have to pick one.
I don't think I could do.
You have to pick
I
one.
don't think I could do socks.
I'm on board.
Like,
Because underwear you can flip.
yeah, underwear is like bad. I would feel very icky.
Oh, yeah.
But having to wear the same pair of socks 2 days in a row,
Mm-hmm.
that's
That's bad.
like, that's gonna bother me for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I feel like underwear, it would suck when you put it on, but like, you kind of get used to it.
I've done that before where I know that I put on a clean pair of socks, but it feels like it's still dirty, and it pisses me off.
It's just something not right.
I'll do a couple more. So while we were at the concert, I was thinking of a Call of Duty mission that takes place at a concert. And as soon as like the concert starts, you and your team go out and there's like bad guys on the other side. Like they're going to like blow up the stadium or some bullshit, and you have to stop them without getting caught. So like you have to time your shots and everything right with the music and the lights. It's like a stealth mission.
That's too advanced for Call of Duty.
All right, Battlefield.
It's probably too advanced for Battlefield.
But do you like the idea?
I love the idea. That's just too much effort for a game to put in.
But I feel like if it was done and done right, it would be really cool.
That would be cool.
And then like if you fail, like they just blow it all up, and it either changes the story or you just have to restart the mission.
I'm down. I would buy that game.
Well, it's just a mission in Call of Duty.
I would buy that.
Modern Warfare 3.
It should be.
If it is, I came up with the idea.
Sue.
I will sue. Last one. How many goats are you worth? If an Indian man came up to your family and said, I will give you however many goats you want for Isaac, how many goats are you worth?
I'm going to say at least 15, 20.
15 or 20? I was thinking like maybe 5.
5.
Goats cost anywhere between $75 to $200. We'll go 200 as like the selling point. For you, for 15, that's $3,000. Do you think you're worth $3,000?
I think very highly of myself.
What value are you going to add to the Indian man who's buying you for goats?
I don't know. You can do something, though.
Would you make him a dildo?
If you wanted one.
I wanted one. You didn't make me one.
I tried.
Failed. Can you explain this one to me, and then we'll actually wrap it up? Music act you love, the old stuff, but hate current stuff. What does that mean, Isaac?
Like a music act where you liked them a few years ago.
Oh, I get it.
Like their music that, like an album from 10 years ago you liked, but something that they just put out you don't like.
Drake.
I still like Drake.
Some of his music is okay now, but I really liked his... Like, everything after Just Hold On, trash.
Kanye.
Yeah, well, some of Kanye's stuff is still good. You just don't like
Still
him
like
as a person. Huh?
I still like Kanye.
I only like that one song with the music video where everything is like oversized.
The one with Lil
Oh,
Pump.
You're such a
Yeah.
fucking hoe.
I love it.
I just see like the sweaters. It's just their normal heads.
Danielle likes the Kanye Minecraft era. So what's one that you would pick? Someone that you used to like but now you hate? Oh, fuck, we gotta go.
Yeah, when's your appointment?
My appointment's in 20 minutes. Thanks for listening. I gotta go to the dentist. Goodbye.
Bye, people.
Discord, Twitter, TikTok. Go to todayplays.com. It's got all the links right there. Bye.